And now back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic and your host, Bobby Likis.
In 2007, this is a story that I just want you to hear. And we've reached out to a gentleman in Nebraska. And I'll just give you the overview. In 2007, the Daytona International Speedway gave us 4 Daytona 500 tickets to give away on Car Clinic. Bill Ballou in Kearney, Nebraska, who listens to Car Clinic on KGFW, won the tickets and used them to support Rotary Club's Water for Haiti project. Bill's effort began another venture that ultimately raised $135,000, installed 129 new water pumps in Haiti, and delivered rapid response items like food and medical supplies for the Haitian earthquake. Kudos to the folks at the Daytona International Speedway for donating the 4 tickets, and to Bill Ballou for turning them into an incredible humanitarian effort. We have Bill on the Car Clinic hotline. So, Bill, if you would, share with our Car Clinic listeners how you turned 4 Daytona 500 tickets into $135,000. Welcome to Bobby Likis Car Clinic.
Great. Welcome, Bobby. I enjoy your show. I'm enjoying it today, and quite often I'm listening to it down here at my business. I have what we call an inspirational department store, the Solid Rock, here in Kearney, and I'm listening to the program that morning, and I heard that those tickets, well, I said, I can find the answer to that on the Internet, so I went back, and as you know, you get into the queue, and whoever it is, Jan or somebody, man, I'm listening to people give the wrong answers in the next thing. So, anyway, I couldn't use the tickets. February 20th that year, my daughter was getting married in Chicago. Well, Dad can't pass that up.
Hardly.
Doing it. And so I put the tickets out to the highest bidder among the Rotary clubs in our area, and the Valentine, Nebraska Rotary Club got them for $500. And so then I went down to Scott Johnson. The Napa dealers have been very kind to us in a number of ways, but Scott Johnson down here at the Kearney Napa, I told him what I'd done, and he matched that $500. And then since then, I've received contributions from Gaylord Boylston, who has the Napa stores up in Ord, St. Paul, and Columbus, Nebraska. Well, that money all went to match a contribution that a church had given me of $1,500. So the next thing we knew that we were up to $3,000. But basically, the funding for this organization come as a start with those Daytona tickets. And the gist of it is a gentleman that's been a customer of my store for a number of years, Chuck Larson, shopped in here. I had to, after knowing him for a few years, I invited him to Rotary because Rotary has these humanitarian projects, and I knew of the well drilling projects. And Chuck had been going to Haiti for about close to 30 years, 2 or 3 times a year at times. This last year, he spent about a third of the year over in Haiti. And so I invited him to join Rotary, and that's my connection with Chuck. And so now, 2 years ago, then we spun off and we started a new organization, this Water for Haiti. But this last year, within the last 2 weeks, we have put in 9 new wells down there. Now, some cases those are rejuvenated. One case of wells have been there dormant for 17 years. Wow. And we'll go in and sometimes we'll cap these wells. Or if it's just an open well, and of course the pollution that goes in there, people bring their animals. The animals relieve themselves next to the water. The water is, just ripe for cholera, etc. So we'll cap those wells. They'll dump like a bottle of Clorox in there, disinfect the water, and then they can. It's pure water. They put the concrete cap over it. I think you were showing some pictures there. That's one of the pictures that was on there. Was the capping that we'll put a concrete cap on there. But then we also, Chuck last year, he was down within 10 days after the earthquake. They had already been planning to go. American Airlines called and said, can you come early? We got a flight going. And so they ended up helping with the food distribution. We directed a lot of our money towards just buying rice for some of the tent cities down there. This last trip, we took a local business here, Cashway Distributing, donated a truck to us. We drove the truck down there, filled up with school supplies, medical supplies, just all kinds of things. So it's just really kind of skyrocketed, I guess you say. But I personally, I just look back to the Bobby Likis Daytona 500 as the thing that really helped to kick this off.
Well, that brings a lot of pleasure to me, and I'm sure to our listeners across the nation, and it has to you to take the tickets from the Daytona, the four, and that was in 2007.
Yes, sir.
And create and help so many people, $135,000, and it's amazing, and that you sparked. That Bill, you sparked that, and you took that from where it could have been a nice experience for you and a couple of other people, and into something that helped thousands of people, and it has legs. What you did has legs. Of course, you know this as well as I, but it has depth and it has width and it has the legs to continue, and I just want to applaud you for. And I wanted to share that story. I think it's just amazing that you took the seed of the 4 Daytona International Speedway tickets that we supplied to you that came from Daytona.
Yeah,
folks at Daytona, and turned it into not only $135,000 but ongoing humanitarian effort,
right.
And I applaud you.
Well, thank you. Well, Bobby, I found over the years if you let people know what you're doing and they know you're not lining your own pockets, you're doing a humanitarian task like most of the Rotary clubs and service clubs do. People are willing to donate, and I tell people there's not a microphone out there that I'm afraid of, and so I'm willing to get up and speak and to share. But these guys down there right now, there's 4 guys still down there. They put in a pump at an orphanage. They're distributing kids stuff. So that's one of the beauties of a small mom and pop type humanitarian organization like ourselves. That's a tax-free organization, but yet we can direct things. Like one case there, they built a bridge. They needed a bridge to get to some of the wells that they're drilling, and that reactivated a canal to bring fresh water. Each one of those pumps, they feel, probably will serve between, it could be 500 to 1,500 people plus the animals. And some places, and this also means that kids can go back to school, that they can be educated instead of having to spend an hour or 2 a day. And of course, Haiti is just such a disaster area, and it's hard to explain. You and I are not going to correct the political difficulties down there, but yet we can work one-on-one directly with the people in Haiti, like what we're doing. And there's many other organizations down there. We're just one, and of course, we have that connection with you. And so, thank you so very, very much for kind of jump-starting that for us.
Well, it's my pleasure. And you said one word there, one key phrase about the microphone, not afraid of the microphone. For the past 20 years, in fact, the 30th of this month, I'll be celebrating, co-hosting United Cerebral Palsy's annual Star-a-thon, telethon, where we raise funds. And I've had people come up to me and say, you're like a natural on the mic and what have you, but I've made that same statement you did. It's not about me. So when you're helping other people, it becomes easy because it's about them.
Right.
And you said that very same thing, and so that is a personal connection. We have other callers. I want to move on, but I want to thank you, Bill. I want to applaud you, the Rotary Club there, Dirk Christensen, KGFW in Kearney, Nebraska. We're 13 years strong on that station, and we are all doing something right. So let's celebrate this win today.
Well, thank you much. And Bobby, bring your Viper up here and do the car clinic direct from our cruise night in December sometime.
That's a great idea, and we'll certainly put that on the calendar. Cynthia, you'll have to put that on our calendar for tick our calendar, and we'll move toward that direction.
Okay, great. Thank you, Bobby.
And Bill, wait, just one.
Yes.
One. I have a surprise for you.
What's this?
Compliments of Daytona International Speedway's Joey Chitwood, Andrew Booth, and Jessica Hauser. I'm proud to tell you that we have 4 more Daytona 500 tickets for you.
Hey, well, I don't know what I'll do with them. I'll go ourselves, or I'll figure out something, Bobby. Thank you.
You set the bar now. So if 2007 tickets turned into $135,000 and many wells, and then you're going to have 4 more tickets and from our friends and the folks at Daytona International Speedway.
Thank you so very, very much, Bobby. Enjoy the program. Man, this is great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bill Ballou, Kearney, Nebraska. Outstanding individual, Rotary clubs across the nation. It doesn't get much better than this.